Hello everybody, welcome back to another Clutching Gamer video, and today I wanted to talk about paradoxes. Now, I'm not a scientist. I've never won a Nobel Prize. I don't draw up equations in my lab. I'm just not a scientist. However, I do dive into it. I learn science. I'm more into it now than I ever was at school, for some reason. I just really like it, I find it interesting. I mean, the laws of our world and the stuff beyond, you know, time, space, matter, biology, chemistry, physics, astronomy, all of it, all the kit and caboodle, love it. But I was talking to my friends the other day. I was having like a proper discussion. It was up into the early hours of the morn, just talking about discussing paradoxes. You know, we all sat around the heater, the campfire, aka the heater, which is fucking god awful hot. And we shared a cigarette and we just had a talk. Now, I don't know every paradox. I've dug up about four. And I don't even need to read them from my notes. I can just talk about them because we were like that into it the other day. But yeah, shout out to me, Shark and Caden, because we had a fucking good discussion about it. So the first one is probably the most famous paradox ever. It's the granddad paradox, theoretically. I don't know why it's granddad. I don't know why it's not just your dad. But the paradox basically goes, if you built a time machine and you went back in time and you killed your grandfather, a bit explicit, I know, but you killed your grandfather, could be any, literally could be your dad's dad or your mum's dad, but you kill one of them, right? Now, theoretically, because they then can't, you know, like, oh well, hang on a minute, sorry, I need to specify, you kill them while they're young, so before they've had one of your parents, so you kill them then. Because they're dead, they can't go on to have one of your parents, ergo, they can't go on to have you. Now, the paradox starts to come into question. It's like, well, how, if that happened, then you wouldn't be born to go back in time and kill your granddad. So it's a really weird paradox, and I find it really interesting. But yeah, that's the most famous one. It's been on some TV shows and some films, so you know it's all out there. But yeah, now one of the less known ones is something I was actually watching on Zach D Films the other day, and I found it really interesting. Right, it's the God Rock paradox. So God comes to Earth, right, or he just comes to you individually. Who knows? No one knows, right? He's come to you. Now he's an almighty being, right? He's an omniscient, omnipotent being, powerful and capable of anything and everything. Now you ask him to create a rock that he can't lift. Now, he creates this rock and he can't lift it. Because he can't lift it, he's not almighty because he can't lift this rock. However, if there was a rock he couldn't create that he couldn't lift, right? So say for instance, why I can't create a rock that I couldn't lift because I could lift all rocks, then he is also then incapable of doing that thing. So in theory, he would have to create a rock that he can, or that he could and couldn't lift. Yeah, so that's another one to just fuck with your brain. And then the third one is a bit more scientific. It's not really as interesting. It's probably something you'll brush off. I don't know why I saved this till last. It's basically the information paradox. So information can't be destroyed, right? This is proven. This is scientifically proven. Information can't be stored. Once it's out there, through whatever means, it's out there. It cannot be destroyed. However, it is a black hole's primary objective to destroy information. A black hole does just that. So realistically, the principles of a black hole interfere with this principle that we can't destroy information, that it can't be destroyed. That's another one I know. But yeah. And then I think I had a fourth one, I can't remember it now. I think it might be the Monty Hall problem, but I don't really remember it. It's a really difficult one. It's basically to give you the overall census, is that you're in a room with a bomb and there's 3 circuits, and they're all, I can't remember the colours, this is where I get fucked up. I think one's red, one's blue, and one's green. I think that's right, I could be wrong. Anyway, there's these colours, and you have to cut one, right? So there's a 1 in 3 chance that you'll survive. Yep, so 2 out of 3 chance you're fucked. Now, basically, if you pick one, I'm trying to remember this properly. So if you pick one, and then the manufacturer calls you up and goes and tells you which one's the wrong one, or which one won't blow you up. Oh wait, no, tells you which one will blow you up. So now you're still stuck with you're still stuck with not knowing the actual answer. And basically, I could be wrong here again. I'm not a fucking mega genius. I think what this problem is that, and I don't know if this is actually a paradox, I think it's just a problem, but I'll just lump it in here anyway. I think what they're trying to say in this whole Monty Hall thing is that even though you think your chances are better because you now know which one won't blow you up, your chances are still the same. I think that's what you try. So you would think that your chances have altered, but they haven't. It's still a 2 out of 3 chance that you'll die and a 1 out of 3 chance that you'll live. I think that's what it's trying to get at. I think a lot of people just come under the interpretation that your chance, like the probability just would be altered somehow. Not quite how science works. I get both sides, really. I get both sides of the principle, but I don't know. That's just another one I wanted to chuck in there because I saw that as well, and I thought, that's fucking weird. But yeah, now I'm done with paradoxes for the day because they're just a bit of a brain fuck. Personally, the first 2 are always like the ones that are like, wow. But yeah, it's really, really interesting. That's it. Peace.